Good evening. This is the Elliott wave update for the S&P 500 for Monday, June 27th, 2022. The S&P pretty much followed suit, did move to a new high, did get back above 3,900, did get as high as 3,948. So it got up to the top end of what I was initially presenting last night. Now, what is it doing? What do I think from here and what's going on? We need to drop down to the hourly chart, but I'm leaving it in the count of that we're in an intermediate degree five wave decline, and that we're within the third wave, and that we have completed minor one and we're in a minor two. Under that premise, the market still has quite a bit of upside that it could do. And we've been discussing that in that we have Fibonacci that's telling us that we have the potential to go to the 50% retracement to 62% retracement. And that right now is at 41.36 up to 42.54. So pretty solid rally still from where we are. It's got a potential of 300 points. It's like, yikes, 300 S&P points. But we have much lower levels where the 50 comes in along with 0.382, which is at 4,020 to 4,032. So we have a stronger resistance zone right there, which may just complete this whole move. But what it does appear, this is where I'm going to drop down to the hourly chart when we take a look. And here is that low, 36.39. So we have initially the A, the B, and now we're looking for the C wave. So in the C wave is that 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it is, then we would expect it to come up, get up to likely closer to 4,000, and then finish what I would end up labeling as an ABC, not an ABC, a five wave structure up. This being 1, 2, 3, 4, or if it's the C wave, we have A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, still a 5, ABC, and then we still come down. But if we take a look at the daily chart, it really begins to show us stronger potential that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In which case, then I would be looking at this as being wave A of minor 2. So it could get up here, be an A wave, and then swing back down. And a B wave, and then eventually go again in a C wave, and that C wave would then be expected to kind of come into this 50% to 62% region. And then what we have is pretty strong resistance. We have the EMA, the 200 EMA at 42.85. And then we have the 200 SMA at 43.90. So pretty strong resistance along with some fib resistance all in between it. So yes, it could still be a solid move. And yes, it may take longer for this thing to unfold and just unravel. It carries the same message. It's a minor 2 no matter if we stop here and we start to go down, or if we're going to work it all the way through and it's going to end up back above 4,000 before all is said and done. Again, reallocation. Mostly what I'm seeing thus far, but it's only Monday, is taking place in the Russell. The Russell's doing a lot of more allocation. Certain stocks are out, new stocks coming in, et cetera. So it's just revamping or just resetting that particular index. This company's out, that company's in. We see it all the time amongst the S&P and also within the NASDAQ, they do the same thing. So that is our upside view. Now, if this market is still within the previous or the alternate, which runs in congruently with each other, so this one, along with the one I'm going to present, which would suggest that we're still within a fifth wave down to complete a C wave. And that would suggest that we just start to drop from here. And if that's the case, no more dawdle. We need to break that 20, break the 4, break the 8, and get ourselves below 3,700 rather quickly, and then on down below 3639. And then we have support down below. But this is for a different move, still a downside move. But then we have here, we would continue to have numbers that show us 3,500 to just below like 3490. So we have that area still can be reached and still fulfill the additional view that I'm running congruently together, parallel with one another. So we'll keep up on that. But to demonstrate or to give support that this small wave would be over, and in this case it would be a 4, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we also have a 5, and that 5 would be expected to break 3639. That is on the count where it's an intermediate A wave instead of an intermediate 1, etc. So we're just changing it around, running them together. So downside, they got to start breaking, and they can't stop. So in other words, the same intensity would go to the upside, they got to now do to the downside and start just breaking it through to show that upside's over for now. Tone change, so to speak. And today did not do the trick. It's being held by the daily 20 right there, EMA. So back to that hourly chart. We shall see. This does not appear to be impulsive to me. Not with all of this junk and then this and then nothing. So it doesn't appear impulsive. Doesn't mean it can't change impulsive and just start to fall apart, which it may. So for tomorrow, keep it open that we may turn higher yet again, get ourselves above 3948, heading up towards 4,000, where we do have resistance at 4020. And we had some additional resistance just actually below, I believe, 398, 395, somewhere in there. But definitely it would be heading back towards 4,000. Downside, again, it's got to break below these moving averages on the hourly. Got to break below the 50, got to break below the 200, both the EMA, which is at 3827, and the SMA, which is at 3770. And then eventually below 3639. I'm going to leave it right there. Our next update will be on Tuesday, June the 28th.